Greetings entities and guardians, my name is HyperHimes, and the holidays are finally over and we can soon move into a new year. I received a lot of gifts, and that's not all that Father Christmas left for us. The Cookie Run Oven Break YouTube channel also recently released a teaser for the new Cookie Run Oven Break update. If you're a fan of the Time Balance department in Cookie Run, then this update might tickle your fancy. Operation Time Guard was the update that I first ever joined Cookie Run after all, so I'm definitely going to be interested in what this update has to offer. Now if you don't know, I make these videos to predict what we could possibly see within the new Cookie Run Oven Break update. We look over what the video shows us, analyze anything interesting about the teaser, and then theorize what we could possibly see. Now if you're wondering, I make these videos for fun because I like to not only hype myself, but others for what we could potentially see within these new updates. Anything that I say definitely has the chance to not be correct. I just like chucking ideas out there. But for now, be sure to check if your clocks are correct or not because we're about to dive right into this. The video is titled Time to Meet the New Cookie Operation Time Fixers Update Teaser, with a thumbnail of a baked cookie without any details on them with a fancy looking napkin behind them. The description doesn't give us much information other than telling us that a new update and a new cookie are coming soon. We start the video off hearing some mechanical words and the screen just being black. Then, the scene fades into a scene where we can see some sort of an elevator door with a strange meter right beside it. This is apparently on the 3rd floor. We then see a shot of a multitude of screens with a meter on top that occasionally switches from green to red for some reason. After that, we see a shot of a table with chairs surrounding it with blank and signed pieces of paper on top. We even see an ink stamper, a pen, and a stack of papers on a chair that's been neatly tied with a ribbon. We would then see a clock near the ceiling changing its time at an incredible speed. The scene then zooms out to show this entire office where we can see tons of paper on the desk, a desk lamp, and even a phone with the actual phone part dangling from its cord. However, the screen glitches out and we get text that reads, "The new employee of the TBD. There is no such thing as giving up." Then we see a shot of the office as if we were looking through a peephole. Well, more like a giant circle. Suddenly, we see this cookie with caramel-like hair and reddish-orangish eyes appear. They look concerned as they look closer, they then look terrified, and then suddenly relieved. The video ends with the text saying, Cookie Run Oven Break Classified, Operation Time Fixers. First look on December 29th, 2200 GMT plus 9. There are some things that I can definitely note about this trailer, but I want to mention something important first about this teaser. This is incredibly similar to the Lollipop Cookie teaser trailer. It shows us multiple views of a key area that we'll see within the new update, a possible new quote from the cookie that we'll be obtaining, and the cookie peeking at the viewer from a large circle. Heck, the thumbnails are practically the same, with the main difference being the cookie and the napkin behind them. While I don't exactly hate this way on how they're showing the teasers, in fact I think it makes it easier for them, it just doesn't make it very exciting when trying to think of what the update could offer us. I don't want to try and sound rude about it, but compare this teaser to the Operation Save the Future update. You had Migmac and Rose wearing these baller outfits and the atmosphere was incredible. While I wouldn't mind this change, I feel like they should add a few different things every time they release a new one of these to not make it seem so copy and pasty. But what do I know? I've been posting Cookie Run Oven Break daily for I don't even remember how long. But anyways, let's talk about this teaser. Let me ask you, does this office look familiar to you at all? Well, the answer to that should be yes. Think back to the Save the Future update. This is the same exact office that belonged to Croissant Cookie in the universe where she was the director of the Time Balance department. Now for all we know, this is set back in our normal universe where we have Croissant Cookie, Timekeeper Cookie, and String Gummy Cookie after we took them over from one universe to another. Now another aspect I want to focus on is the text that appeared in the teaser. The new employee of the TBD. There is no such thing as giving up. Now I know it said that Timekeeper Cookie was the director of the Time Balance department, however, I don't think it's in their nature to tell someone to never give up. They'd probably just laugh and say that's fate lol and then leave you to rot. I personally think that this text is from a new cookie who's acting as a higher up in the TBD, talking to our second new cookie who's a new worker at the TBD and needs some training done for them. Here's where we get into the part of the video where we try and predict what the story might be. Remember, the update is called Operation Time Fixers, which implies that it'll revolve around at least a duo of cookies who go around trying to fix broken time rifts or something along those lines. As I mentioned, this update could include the two new cookies that's basically to be a TBD admin and a new TBD worker. This admin will be enjoying their time in the TBD when suddenly Croissant Cookie introduces her to this new worker. Suddenly, dangerous shifts in time occur and the admin tells the new worker to work on this. Now, the new worker could fix a few of them, but then immediately gets stuck in one of the time rifts. This is when Chapter 2 kicks in, and then the admin cookie releases so we can play as her and help out the new worker out of that time rift. The new worker would then eventually get saved by the admin, and all is happily ever after. Hopefully. I mean, we seem to be getting a new TBD story yearly, so I'm sure that we're bound to destroy the universe in about 2 years. Now, if we're talking skills, pets, and treasure, I gotta be honest, this is where it gets tricky. I mean, we're dealing with cookies who try and fix the concept of dimensions and time itself. Do you think I can predict what type of technology that these cookies can hold? I'm going to be honest with you, I am at a loss on this one. Maybe the new TBD worker cookie might have their skill be something strange like crossing a separate dimension and having to fix an issue to make that dimension return to normal before quickly escaping that dimension for points. Also, maybe the skill of the new TBD admin cookie could receive multiple reports of cookies in danger in different dimensions and pull them out somehow for points. Also, heck, the new treasure might be a new set of time scissors since we've seen the trend for the past 2 TBD updates introducing new time scissor treasures for us to use. I know some of these claims are a stretch, but what can I go off of when we deal with things that aren't even within our own dimension? Now we also need to talk about costumes. Now before you ask, yes, I know. It's basically obvious that Timekeeper Cookie is going to be 2022's Cookie of the Year. When did Blue Lily Cookie become first place? I'm not even joking when I say this. While writing this script, I was 100% convinced that Timekeeper Cookie would have been 2022's Cookie of the Year and ranted about it since they aren't even a cookie released in 2022. I guess it still doesn't matter because first and second place would have obtained special costumes anyway, but still. Anyways, back to the other costumes. Like I said, Blue Lily Cookie and Timekeeper Cookie are both going to be receiving costumes soon, but it would also be really cool if we saw good costumes for either Croissant Cookie or String Gummy Cookie. I mean, the both of them work for the TBD, so why not? Also, since the technology within the time balance department is pretty intense, I think cookies with good technology could receive costumes as well, like Aloe Cookie, Cyborg Cookie, Ion Cookie Robot, and even Bell Pepper Cookie, and probably more that I'm forgetting. Now lastly, let's talk about some things in regards to game modes and events that we'll possibly see within this new update. This update could give us a new game mode much like Operation Time Guard, and I'm pretty sure Save the Future did that as well, and it'll involve us running in certain levels and possibly even do puzzles to unlock more of the story, kind of like with Operation Time Guard's little cogwheel puzzles and slider puzzles, but that's of course me being hopeful. There's also most likely going to be a new treasure mastery event with a new treasure that we'll be getting in this update, or at least with any of the other time scissors that we've received in the past. Also, with how they've been releasing them recently, we'll also be getting new Meet the Cookie events with the 2 new cookies being released in this update, and I'm pretty sure they'll even do the same thing with the new treasure. New daily gifts are going to be given to us, there's going to be a guaranteed new jelly set presented to us, there's going to be a $10 pet, and there's also going to be a Rainbow Cube coupon code to use at the end of the update reveal trailer. Now whenever I make an analysis and theory video, at the end of these videos, I always need to say this: spend your update exclusive currency whenever you can before the new update happens. This can include case notes, raid run stuff, and anything alike, because once the new update happens, they're gone for good. But what do you all think? Do you think some of these theories might be probable and even end up potentially being within Cookie Run Oven Break, or do I deserve to be locked up in the mental asylum for how crazy these sound? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and also tell me in the comments what you think about this new update, because personally, I am very hopeful that it's going to be good, because anything in regards to TBD or anything crazy dimension related, I am always insanely hyped up for. But with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share this video with your friends who enjoy my Cookie Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell to be notified of whatever I do in the future. I also have merchandise you want to check it out, but I'm not forcing you to buy anything at all. I also have a Discord down in the description if you want to join that. It's a fun time down there, and we're trying to expand each and every single day. And last but certainly not least, there's also a link down in the description that leads to a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Cookie Run YouTube set for absolutely free. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the hype needs.